Guilt, I'm going to say, is one of the biggest, most seductive factors, the thing that pulls you back into lifetimes. The whole belief in karma is basically a belief in guilt. It's one of the biggest factors and one of the biggest deterrents to realization. And you cannot go into realization if you have guilt and shame, period. Guilt is the very thing that would bring you back for another lifetime, for atonement, resolution, working things out, but it doesn't work. You just add up more guilt with each successive lifetime. And maybe it's not guilt about, I don't know, stealing or killing or anything like that. It's guilt about not being a good enough human, not being able to walk on water, whatever. Many of you feel guilty, a constant sense of guilt, and you don't even know what it's about. I mean, really, there's a sense of a kind of a constant guilt that you carry around. And some of it's church inspired, as I say, the Jewish faith and the Catholic faith, big into guilt. Guilt for what? Doesn't matter. You're guilty. You're bad. You're a sinner. You're a fallen angel. You hang on to the guilt, and you have guilt from past lives that really kind of aren't you. They're kind of like cousins, kind of, but kind of not you. But you didn't do that stuff. I mean, you wouldn't right now if it was you. It's a past life, but you're willing to carry around that guilt and suffer. Guilt and suffering go hand in hand. If somebody's feeling guilty, they're going to make themselves suffer one way or the other. They're going to suffer by lack in their lives, by no abundance, by no joy, by no ability to appreciate sex, by always being on diets. Guilt and suffering, they're almost the same word in my humble opinion. There is something that's kind of stuck in human psychology. I have to feel guilty about something, otherwise I'm going to do bad things. No, that's so yesterday. That's so old. You don't need guilt and shame to be kind of guideposts or hallways leading you in your life. Guilt and shame is just a bad one-way street. You don't need guilt and shame to hold you in place, to make somewhere along the line. You got this thing that I was a bad person. One of the shameful things about the New Age is, man, they love this guilt. Past lives, you murdered all these people, and oof, it wasn't you. It was your freaking past life, and they have to deal with it, and they are dealing with it right now on many levels. It's not yours, and you don't need to carry that anymore. And you can let it go just in an instant. But then the guilt and shame come back. Well, I have to carry a little bit of it, and am I partly responsible for that? No. An end to karma, an end to guilt and shame.